Gary's Gadgets!
So today we're going to be taking a look at a little gadget called the Kenting Wakeart K5540 Wake Up the Art Within. Let's take a look. So this is it. It's a digitizing tablet. This will actually be an unboxing also because I haven't even opened it yet. So we'll take a look at that right now and get on with this. So here's the box. You see, flip it over. The thing is about what, 8 by 7 workable areas, 5 by almost a little over 5, almost 4 inches. So that's 137 by 99 millimeters. So it's got 8K levels of sensitivity and input resolution, 4000 OPI, whatever that is, probably lines per inch, I guess, I don't know. Report rate of 200 BPS, maybe that's points per second, I don't know. Reading height, so that's probably the 10 millimeter or centimeter, so it starts reading the stylus from that height. Micro USB, 294 grams, like we need to know that. And then this says Windows 7 or later in Mac. We're going to see if it works with Linux. So let's open up the box and see what we got. So here's the seal and cut that and see what we have. Oh, probably be a good idea to slide this off if we can. Yeah. Alright. Throw that out of the way. Like this. And take a look at what's in the box. Like that. Right off the bat, we can see we got a cloth for cleaning. Little glove with the Kenting logo on it. Alright, so I should be holding things this way. Okay, guy. Thing with quick start guides. I don't know what this little looks like. One time wanted to have a CD with it, and since they had a CD with it, but instead of that, we have this, which is, dear customer, thank you for purchasing on our online store. We want to make sure you're satisfied with the blah blah blah. A bunch of blah blah blah. We'll throw that off to the side. So we've got the tablet itself. And cable, stylus, little extra nibs, and a little nib remover, and you can pull the nibs out and change the nibs. So take a look at this real quick. Peel this off. Squeeze it out like a toothpaste tube. Alright, there we go. Rubberized. Little texture there, so won't slip as much. 2 buttons there. You can get the ink out of it. Alright. So the first thing we're going to do is see if we can get, let's take this, throw this off to the side, open up the unit, let's see, where's the connectors on the back here. Got 4 bright dots and little grid dots, so hopefully this will all fit long enough to reach my computer so we can plug it in and see if it gets recognized. I'm going to go ahead and see desktop camera too. So we have Krita up and the a view of the tablet. It should be interesting. I'll have to train my neck to be able to use the so just plug this in. Guess it goes this way. And I'm guessing wrong. So it looks like it goes this way. I don't know if I like that, but anyway. It makes it more difficult to run it to the computer. I'll run it directly to a USB port on the computer as opposed to a and so we've got no indication that there's power to it. Of course, this cable is going to get in the way. Maybe some tape. Hold the cable down with something. There we go. Alright, so the question is, does it work right out of the box? And the answer is no. So, right off the bat, unless I have to move the mouse over here. Nope. So, now I'm going to have to do some research and find out whether or not we can get it to work under Linux. So, this should be interesting. Okay, I'm back now, and I did a ls USB, which lists out the USB devices, and this is the device, the UC Logic Technology Corp tablet WP5540U. So it's being recognized. Doing a little more digging, seems that I missed something. Plainly written on here what type of battery it takes. Oh, no, it's not. Nowhere on there. It does, however, on the quick thing, say what kind of battery it is. I figured this out when I was like, I wonder, and I opened it up, and sure enough, there's a compartment for that. It should say at least battery's not included because there's no battery in the box. Usually if there's a battery, you're like, oh, I wonder what this battery goes to. So let's find out. I'll put the battery in and crank this down, and this is the on and off. So, are we getting anything? Let's see. Yeah, it's the tracking goes completely across both monitors, so this would probably be better on a single monitor. Anyway, this is Krita. See if the buttons are set. Oh, there we go. So, like that, and see if we can vary out the. So yeah, once you put the battery in, that it is in the quick start, but it doesn't mention anything on the box, the covering or anything. So it's points off for that. For less than $20, I'm not surprised. Some of the other tablets don't use batteries in their stylus, so I figured by this time. But this is probably, from what I could tell, based on what the LS USB said, this is probably a much older technology just wrapped into a new form factor and stuff. So, but for if we can take a little getting used to, because I can only work in just a small area over here. You see, this is the corner of one, this is the corner of another, and then so we're looking at a pretty wide screen, but very limited area to work with. So I'm really working with less than half. So now it's like what? Here is this corner, and then if we go on to this corner, right there, and then here, and then down here. So I'm thinking if you were to use this on a single screen machine, it would be much better because your proportions would be better. This will, if you wanted to make a circle, if I draw a circle without looking at the screen, you can see it's severely warped. Now if I look at the screen, it's still can't do it. See if I can draw a circle. No, it's, yeah. You almost have to try and draw an oval vertically. Yeah, this is on a single monitor screen, laptop, something like this. I think this would be a nice, relatively inexpensive tablet. But for, you know, if you've got a dual monitor setup, it does seem to have pretty good pressure sensitivity and varying of lines. I'm sure as with anything, it would take a little getting used to figure out how to vary your lines. A little bit of practice. But yeah, it does work out of the, it doesn't work out of the box. We can't say that because you have to provide your own battery. So out of the box, doesn't work. But if you have a double or a AAA battery and you put that in there, it does work. So I switched to a different machine. This is a single monitor setup. Got Critter running on it. So let's see. Let's switch to I guess that. Yeah, so can make more circles. So yeah, it's much better at this point. Grab a pencil. You can vary your line strengths. Working. So yeah, I think this would be a nice cheap tablet. It's got a nice texture to it. So it'd be a nice tablet for like a laptop, a single monitor display. However, I did find out that on some systems, after I think like Ubuntu, after 18.10 and later, there's supposed to be some kind of setup where you can just go in and change it and say, I want to map this to this particular monitor. So that would help on those systems. It tracks much nicer. I can make more, you know, it's not warping. So it does take a little getting used to. If you're used to drawing directly on paper or directly on a monitor, it takes a bit to get used to the controls. All right, I'm back on my main computer. Yeah, it's a decent system. It would have been nice if it had mentioned the batteries on the outside of the box and as part of the specifications, but you know, if you had expected to just pop this out and have to go out and buy batteries, you know, if you know about it, it's one thing, but if you don't know about it, that's not cool. But for a single monitor setup or a system where you can assign to a specific monitor, the aspect ratio does, you don't want a super wide monitor. So again, it's more of a it's not even a 16:9 ratio. So if you have a really wide monitor, so if you have a laptop that's a really wide monitor or a wide screen, it may not be the best thing. But for more old school, that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking this is older technology, so it's you know, it may be problematic on newer systems. So price-wise, it's less than, I got it for less than $20. So if you can get it for cheap and throw it on a laptop that doesn't have a really wide screen, it'd be nice for you know, traveling. You don't have to worry about breaking something expensive or something like that, or getting your high-end digitizing full screen tablets you know, stolen or anything. So it's for the price, it's okay. I just, like I said, I wish they had included that, you know, it needed batteries. Would have made it a lot simpler. You know, even throwing in a cheap battery, but you know, who knows? I'm sure they saved a few pennies by not adding the battery. So you know, everything counts. So that's my take on the Kenting K5540, which is actually the was IC Technologies WP5540. If you look that up, you'll see some really, I think you'll see that a little more old school tech. So, yeah, cheap starter tablet. It's okay, but nowadays you shouldn't even need a battery in the stylus. So, alrighty, I guess that'll be it for today. Catch you later.